Hey guys, it's Rihanna back with another video. Disclaimer, hey Kindle, yeah, you. If you're watching this video, click off right now. I am warning you. I'm making your gift right now while I film this video. So, yeah, click off. Get off. Bye, girly. Love you. Okay, now that the rest of us is here, you guys, I've had a rough 24 hours. Rihanna, future Ree, if you're watching this, hey girl, you got into an accident yesterday. And girl, you are not taking it well at all. Your mother's upset, rightfully so, because you didn't tell her that you got in an accident right away. And now you're just dealing with the consequences of someone else's actions, actually, because I've never been in an accident before, for one. And for two, somebody backed into me. And it's very, very frustrating because it has me questioning literally everything. Should I have even went out that day? What I could have done better? And it's just very, very frustrating. So to make myself feel a little better, I decided to write Bible scriptures to just, like, one, take my mind off of things, but two, like, I don't know, God always makes me feel better, even if it's a little bit. I just need something to get my mind off of things or guide me into the right direction, who knows. But I decided, why not film and kind of rant, give a mini life update. You guys, I think I'm just taking this car accident so hard because I'm unemployed, in case you guys don't know. And that just adds an extra layer to the frustration because I genuinely do not have money to pay for my car. And that's just me being honest, being real. And that just adds a whole nother level of complication that I really did not need right now. Before this, I did watch a sermon, sorry. I watched a sermon called Blessed. It's the Blessed series by Pastor Mike McClure Jr. And he was talking about how, you know, some things are probably, it's my dog, some things are probably a blessing in disguise, and how God uses everything that he's doing right now for something in the future, even though it may not look like it. And I was just sitting there looking like, yeah, because right now I don't see how this is helping me for the future. Like, but then that also reminded me of the book that I just read. I could never pronounce it correctly. I think it's called Illicitous. We're just gonna show it on the camera. I'm sorry. This book, and it's basically Solomon. He's taking his, just thinking about life and, like, basically the purpose of everything. Like, why do anything if, you know, we're all gonna end up dying one day? That sounds very morbid, I'm sorry, but he was basically spending the chapter, just talking about everything. But towards the end, he comes up with a conclusion like, you know, everything is for a purpose, it's for a reason, it's for a greatest purpose. And it may look like very painful now, it may not look how you want it to look right now, but at the end, like, God is very detailed, he's very orchestrated, he does everything with intent and purpose. So what you may be feeling right now, or what you're going through right now, everything is for a purpose and to build you up to who he wants you to be. And I'm trying to remember that at this moment, because as you can imagine, you know, this was a very traumatic experience for me personally. I've never been in an accident, like, in my car by myself. Well, not by myself, I was with my best friend, but I've never been in an accident myself. I've always just been in the car, like, as a passenger. And so to go through this, and where I am, hold on you guys, because my dog's not gonna stop until I open the door. Anyways, back to the main video. It's just, I'm very frustrated with life right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like life just sucks. Let's be honest. In this job market, looking for any job, like, I've gone for the full-time positions, corporate, part-time, full-time, remote, in person, different cities. Like, I've gone through it all. And yet I still cannot find a job. People are telling me, oh, why don't you go back to school? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I have so much PTSD from UT. I don't even want to go back to school, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I feel like school for me was very different and not in a good way. And because of my experience, I'm gonna be honest, I'm scared to go back to school. If I'm being completely honest, I'm scared to go back to school. Because what if I go back to school and nothing good comes out of it? Like, right now, like, I feel like I was sold a dream by multiple sources. You go to school, you come out, so you can have a easier time getting the job that you want. But what they don't tell you is, without networking and knowing who to call, none of that is possible. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I touched on this a little bit in, like, what was it? Rants, college sucks? Yeah. I've spoken a little bit on it, but it's facts to me. I'm sorry. Like, and for any youngins watching right now, please take my advice. Like, if you don't talk to the right people, it doesn't matter how much you know. Like, you could be Albert Einstein himself. If you're not talking to the right people, or you're not in front of the right people, or God don't position you to where you could open doors, it's not gonna happen. That's the hard reality. So don't put yourself in that position. Network. Go to any events where alumni are there. They love to help those who are under them. Learn from them, regardless if it's about your major or not. Still, like, use them as a resource. That's what they're there for. Do not be like, oh my gosh, like, I feel bad because blah blah blah. Don't. Why do you feel bad? That's literally what they are there for. Use them as a resource. I wish I knew that way sooner, because I did figure that out. But by the time I figured that out, I was senior year, and I didn't have an internship. And by that point, it was just like, I hate to say it was too late, but it was kind of too late. I'm not gonna lie. And so now I'm in a weird predicament. Ooh, I hate this pen. I'm in a weird predicament. Like, yikes. What now? And honestly, I've been asking God that same question. I really have. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, God. Like, you gonna have to take the wheel. Because clearly I'm not doing it correctly. And I don't know. For those who are in this predicament, I'm sure you know how frustrating that is. Like, you could do everything right and still everything could go so damn wrong. And it's just like, how do you find solitude and peace when it feels like life is curve stomping you like so hard? And every time you come up for air, you get another gash in the back of your head. Like, and I don't know. I don't know, man. I just wish. I don't know what I wish, honestly. To skip to the good part, like, there's so many things I want to do, and I'll share a little bit. Like, I want to get back into track and field, and I started that process, but now I'm thinking about, oh snap, I need to pay for my car. So now I'm defeated with that, because it's just like all the savings that I did have in my account, that's gone. Of course, I've been applying to jobs, but like I said, I'm feeling defeated because it's just like, what's the point? Like, these jobs are not getting back to me. I feel like they're just ghost listing. And I'm just stuck. Like, I just feel stuck. Just wish life would just come together. Like, I take high school for granted, I'm gonna be honest. And just school, period. But specifically, like, high school and middle school, because I feel like stuff just happened to you and you could so easily adapt and get through whatever. And I feel like those problems were not that bad. I feel like now that I'm older, it's just like I feel so much pressure to have my life figured out and do something. And it's just like, I feel like unless you're in this predicament, nobody understands how difficult this season of life is right now. Like, to get a job, get money, just do anything, and everybody's just looking at me like, I understand, but still, like, what are you doing? And I'm just like, I promise I'm doing the best I possibly can. The best I possibly can. But I feel like my best is not enough. And I don't know. It's like, unless you're in this predicament, like, you're just not gonna understand. And I don't know. To be honest, I don't know where I was going with this video. I was gonna be like, you know, life sometimes sucks, and that's okay. Because it is, you know? I feel like that's just it's part of growing. Learning new things, even through your biggest mistakes. Because I know I'm not perfect, especially after this. Like, what? It's so interesting because I feel like I was finally slowly finding peace in my life right now. Not peace, but more just like, you know, accepting that I have no control in what's happening in my life right now. And as soon as I got comfortable, boom, the accident. And I was just like, that was literally it. I was in shock. I was just like, wow, okay, great. Because, you know, life wasn't hard already. Cool. Not cool, but what can we do now? But you know what? It's okay. It's gonna have to be okay. The only thing that's keeping me sane right now is honestly God. Because I've just been so frustrated with myself, with my situation, with everything. And, you know, hopefully one of these days I could look back on this video and be like, Brianna, it was all for purpose and it was all for a reason, and it gets better. At least I hope it does. Because if it doesn't get better, I'm not gonna lie. Frustrated is not even a word. But if you guys made it this far, thank you so much for just listening. Honestly, I hope nobody's going through this right now, but if you are, like I said, hopefully one of these days we could look back and be like, okay, this was all with intent, with reason, just like King Solomon said. And that God is very purpose. Oh, I wrote this wrong. Moments like this, I really hate that I have. I don't know. I don't even know what I have. I just don't be reading correctly. Clearly. Anyways, if you guys made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Intentionally, like, I had so many ideas for this video. Like, I was gonna make a vlog and me going out and having fun, but honestly, I want to be real and authentic on my channel, and if I'm being real, that's not always my life. Sometimes my life gets very ugly and very murky, and if I'm not able to share that, then maybe I shouldn't have a channel, because I wanted to show the real, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so, like I said, if you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching this video and just listening. If you're going through the same thing, you're not alone. You know, things happen. All we could do is control how we react and how we act out on things. And honestly, if you need a calming way to get through these moments, I would recommend, I have a whole bunch of scriptures just written down, laying around, but if you don't,